You were right.
What was I right about?
The price. I said it was going higher. You said it was going to 89. We are at 89 right now. So listen, you were right this week. I was directionally correct last week.
You were
And
right last week for a minute or two.
for a minute or two. But yeah, we've been at these levels, or you've been right for the past day or so. So that's a legit win.
I don't know that we're ever going to get out of these levels.
It
I
feels
think this
like
is
that.
it. Bitcoin's the
Yeah.
stable coin. This is it. Between 89 and 90 forever.
Forever. Forever. You know what that's a reference to?
The Sandlot.
You know it. You know it. Of course you
Come on. That's a classic.
do. That's so good. Forever. Man, what a great movie. Sandlot.
Classic. Yeah, if only we could grow up in that time period. That's gone though. Like
It's
the
gone.
90s, early 90s, that was the last chance where you could ride around on your bicycle, hang out with the boys, never be home until, dinner or after dinner. And I don't know, maybe it happens in certain neighborhoods, but you just don't see it as much. Everybody's freaked out.
Yeah, that's how it happens when you open the borders. You can't have a multi-ethnic country and expect
Yeah.
for everyone to be culturally cohesive. It's just.
Yeah, let's just bring in 30 million people. It's funny, I've seen more people say in the AI space that we don't need the immigrants because AI is going to do all the things that we
Yeah,
wanted the immigrants to do. And you're like, wait, so you intentionally wanted the
they
immigrant
wanted them.
to,
That's
they wanted
exactly
it,
right.
cheap labor. And now all the jobs have gone to India. All the high tech jobs, the white collar jobs, they're all in India. We're getting
Yeah.
hosed, man, left and right.
Yeah, I know,
The,
man.
you just,
Like
we had so
whiplash.
many enemies, and here we are being the nice guys, doing the right thing, going to college, starting families, paying our taxes, doing the 401(k), and we got rug pulled.
Yep, I know. Well, that's why it's interesting because I see some Bitcoiners on Twitter and they're like, uh, "Oh, if you support ICE or DHS or whatever, you're a fascist." And I'm at the point I'm like, you know what? Okay,
Fine.
honestly, if
Call
it
me a fascist.
call
You
me a
think that's
fascist. If
bad?
that means that they're going to deport all the illegals here and all the criminals, and they're going to actually hold people accountable and provide real justice, and like, yes, sign me up because like that's what's been missing. There's been none of that, and look at where we are now. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
I think
mean,
words
call me.
words still yeah, words don't have the power they used to have.
Yeah, well, when you call everything racist and fascist, the only thing that still works
Yeah.
that you can call everything is gay and retarded because it's just kind of funny.
Yeah, yeah, and it's not mean-spirited.
And it's not mean spirit. It's
I
like we
mean,
call each other retards, we call each other gay.
but that's the way we grew up, like going back to the 80s, 90s, well, 90s, like everybody was gay. You called them that, like if they just did anything that was a little bit weird. It wasn't mean.
Gay. Gay
It
what?
wasn't mean. Like it's just, and that's the way that men operate. Women don't operate that way, but that's how men do. Like, let's say you see your best friend. What do you say? What's up, you crazy son of a bitch?
Yeah, I say something like, if it's been a while, I go, yeah, man, like when did you stop working out? How
Yeah, yeah. Or look at this
just
motherfucker.
give him a little jab.
Totally. But
When
that's,
did you stop lifting weights, man? Been a
yeah,
while?
exactly.
Huh.
But that's what we do. That's what men do. If you don't have that, then you're not friends.
And you would only really say that if you like if I had a friend that like gained a lot of weight or something, like you wouldn't find me being like, "Oh, you stopped working out." It's only for the guy that looks like he has been working out. Like that he's like looks in shape and you're like, "It's just the way I want to bring you back down, one rung, just so you know your place in
I
this."
feel like if you had a friend that got fat, you would say, what happened? Are you allergic to bees?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you'd call it out. You'd be like, you're really hitting the Dunkin' before work, aren't you?
Yeah,
And I think you need friends like that
you
to
do.
tell you when you're off your game, being truthful and honest. But anyway,
Dude,
everything
I do
is
remember
so
I went through
retarded.
a hard breakup in my 20s and I kind of let myself go a little bit. I was just going out a bunch and eating whatever and I was driving back from the North Shore with my buddy Jay, one of my best friends here. Rest in peace. His birthday was just on the 20th. He would have been 40. Uh,
Wow.
and that's a different story. But um, I was like feeling really down. I'm like, he's a good Christian. He was a good Christian man. And at that point, I was sort of just like, feeling it out. And I was like, dude, I don't know, man. I just don't feel good. Like, man, I just feel like fat. And like, I just let myself go. And he goes, yeah, you should really lay off those cupcakes, brother.
I had a buddy, I
I
told
was
him I
like,
was
yeah, I
struggling.
should. But it was just, it felt good because it was like, yeah, you could be truthful and honest. And it's like, it's actually refreshing to have relationships like that.
It is, you need it. I had a buddy, I was telling him how I was trying to lose weight, work out more. And with a straight face, he just looked at me and he said, "Have you tried eating less?"
Yeah. Yeah, it's this diet. It's
Like,
called eating less.
you know what, dude? I haven't. Thank you.
That's why
I
I get
seriously
so
hadn't
pissed
though.
off
And
at all these commercials. I saw this the other day or last week or something. When I think what was I watching like one of the I don't know, some sports ball. And it was this Eli Lilly commercial and it was this fat kid. And you could literally see that he was also wearing like shoulder pads and like padding to make himself even fatter than he already
Hmm.
was. And just saying, how, do you think I haven't tried everything? Do you think I, haven't like went on diets? Do you think like it's not my fault. It's
Oh
not my fault.
goodness.
And I'm like, yeah, it is,
Who
Chunky.
wrote that ad?
It is your fault. Just eat less and work hard. That's pretty much all you got to do. And
Yeah.
I understand that if you are you might have people have better genes. There's kind of a spectrum of that, and you can be like a hyper responder to working out and lifting, and that can like show up faster. But like, I mean, dude, even if you look at like pictures in like the 1920s of the circuses, and there's like the fattest man in the world is at the circus, and he's like
He ain't that fat.
260 pounds.
Yeah. He ain't that fat
He
by
just like
today's standards.
yeah, so it's crazy. It's like it just drives me nuts what these like big pharmaceutical companies have been pushing and the complicity of all the politicians and just like just putting these people into a box that says no, you were born this way and you cannot help yourself and the only people that can save you are the government and Eli Lilly. So jab that in your fat belly, fatso.
You
Eat
fat
those
ass
jelly
forever.
donuts.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, most of life's problems are simple. Too fat, stop eating.
Yeah, yeah.
Broke, go get a job.
Go get a job. Yeah, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you want to talk about? Bitcoin? I guess we'll talk about some Bitcoin. Ray Dalio warns Trump policies could spark capital wars. Senate Banking Committee delays market structure bill.
The
Last
banks are
year,
pissed, dude. The banks
banks
are
are pissed.
pissed.
Banks are
They don't want to
pissed.
offer stable coins. That's what they could do. They could just say, all right, we're just going to offer stable coins. But the crypto people already have such a huge lead. And the banks don't have any money. They can't pay out 5% yield.
Where's the money
The
going to
way,
come from?
yeah. And so the banks are pissed and and Trump's going to force them to, come to the table. And David Sachs was in Davos saying we need some kind of compromise because you've got stables on one side like Tether, and then you've got the banks on the other, and they're fighting the future. And I think both of these roads lead to more Bitcoin
Yeah, I
because
mean,
you don't want a stable coin. If you have a stable coin, it can get frozen.
for sure. You don't want a stable coin. I mean, it leads to Bitcoin, but stable coins will be the dominant way of banking in America soon, and that will be CBDCs. And this
Yeah.
is just how that gets to that point. And it's like the disruptor in this type of situation always wins. Like the Netflix beats the blockbuster, right?
Yeah.
Like
So
it just
what if the whole thing is theater? What if the banks really do want to offer stable coins, but are just going out there pretending like they don't, so that we're just, watching this fake battle play out. And then once both sides agree, they've got what they wanted all along. which is mandatory stablecoin CBDC. That's what it is, dude. I just figured this
I
whole the
think
whole thing is
I
stealing.
think that's valid. Yeah. I
It's
mean, I
all
think,
fake.
yeah, it's there, I think some of the negotiations are real in the sense that like they want to get a certain, yeah, I don't know, like, but they want that to happen, you know?
Here's what they're gonna do. Don't you see it? Right now, a stablecoin will pay you 7 or 8% yield or 5% yield. What the stablecoin companies want to do is pay a lower yield so they can keep more of the money.
Yeah.
Banks don't want to pay any yield, but they know stable coins are happening. So they're both going to offer a 3% yield. Stable coins get to keep more of the revenue. They don't have to give as much away to the user. Banks now get access to this new technology. We all get forced to do it. And because of the rules, because of the Genius Act and the Clarity Act, we only get, I'm not going to use these things, but the users only get a smaller yield than prior to the Clarity Act. Boom, nailed it. That's it, dude. It's all fake. The compromise has already been rigged, and it's to the detriment of anybody that uses the technology.
I hate it here.
Breaking news on the Stack Show.
Yeah, I think you cracked the code on that one.
I think I'm right. I think I'm right. Because when Brian Armstrong said, I don't support the Clarity Act as it's written, the White House was furious. That's what we were told. White House is furious. And he immediately came back to the table the next day.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, he got the call from Trump. It's like, dude, this whole thing is fake. It's all fake,
It's all fake and gay.
retarded.
Fake, gay, and retarded.
What are we going to do, man? I
Just
think
keep buying Bitcoin, man. Like I don't know. But it's just sad because like so much of the population is going to be completely trapped. And when I look at like the entire voter delegate that Democrats have imported, and like all a large portion of the Democrat voters require assistance from the government. So the Democrats are basically buying the votes because these people are getting the handouts, so they're going to keep voting for them. And it's just so sad because then once you they're already kind of trapped to a certain extent. But really, once you roll out like the CBDC portion of this, and that CBDC, that stable coins going directly to their account, then they're really trapped. Then they can't actually do shit. In a weird way, like I'm actually like I think if you're getting government assistance, like you shouldn't be able to buy anything you want because those are our tax dollars. So in a weird
Yeah.
kind of twisted way, I'm like, you know what? Fine. If you're going to be a sheep, then you can have the CBDC, and we're going to tell you what you can buy and what you can't. But inevitably, what happens is that they want 100% of the population to be using this type of technology so they can control 100% of the population. And so
Yeah.
that's why it's a very slippery slope to even to go down that path, because you could still put restrictions with the technology you have today that you pay people assistance with, like, and limit
Yeah.
what they could buy, like I don't know,
There's
ding
going to be
dongs and
there's going to be so
what was
much
the
fraud.
Oliver Anthony? What was he singing about? He's singing about the
It's a
Debbie
damn
cakes.
shame.
Yeah, what was the food that he mentioned in there? I can't remember it.
Hot dogs,
No, not hot dogs. It was like
corn
whatever.
dogs.
Remember Oliver Anthony?
Yeah, he was kind of a big disappointment.
Yeah.
Potential folk singer, and then well, hey, whatever. It's fine. It's good that one person can go viral and change their life. That'll probably happen to you on the Stack Show. You're going to say something, and it's going to light a fire,
It's a
and
damn shame.
everyone will just
The
be coming to the
world's
Stack
gonna
Show to watch
do.
me because you're on Nick Fuentes and Tucker's show and Theo Vaughn, and you're making the rounds on Rogan.
Just talking shit,
That's yeah.
adding nothing
That,
of value, just being like, yeah.
I think that's fair. That's possible. We're
Anything is
manifesting
possible.
it.
Anything
We're
is possible.
manifesting it.
Well, okay. I don't know. There's some other headlines.
What do you got?
Bitcoin rally stalls under 98K cost basis. Yeah, I mean, Thailand
Okay.
moves toward Bitcoin ETFs and futures in 2026. Thailand. I've been to Thailand. Have you ever been?
No. Uh-uh.
I went there when I was studying abroad in Australia. I would have been 20 years old, and didn't do any of the things that people expect you to do in Thailand. Basically, my best friend and I
Like
just sort of like walked around and drank beers in the street and
it's
went
the
to
lady boy stuff,
went to
right?
bed at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. We're just so tired because it was on the tail end of our trip studying abroad in Australia. And but yeah, we did see ladyboys. We didn't go to a ladyboy show, but they're everywhere. I mean, they're standing outside of all the ladyboy bars and stuff. And I've got some like stories that I
That's
don't know,
okay.
just no, one time we were trying to save on a hotel. We were freaking broke. We didn't
Here
have
it
any
comes.
money. And it's not a sex act story. And so we decided, okay, let's just go to the airport tonight for our flight tomorrow morning, and we'll just like hang around at the airport for 12 hours, and we'll just sleep on the floor. Not realizing because we were idiots that it's not an international airport, so it's not open 24 hours, 7 days a week. So we show up there with our luggage at like 10 o'clock at night, and it's locked. There's just a fence, a big gate around the airport, and there's a couple guards like standing guard right there, and we're just standing there with our bags, and we're like, "Oh, we can't go in," and they're like, "No," and so we're like, "Can we just like hang out here on the outside?" And they're like, "Okay," and so we just pretty much we slept on the outside of the gate, and throughout that night many ladyboys. Like I guess it might have been like a pretty popular byway to the town that we were staying in. Like, and they're going back and forth to the job, and it was like every hour we'd wake up and they'd be like, "Hi, you come with me? You come with me?" And the guards would be like, "Sss, get away." They were protecting
Goodness.
us from the ladyboys.
That's what you need. You need guards protecting you.
Man, that what a time. Sorry, I'm kind of I guess I'm getting older, so I'm just going adrift with my storytelling.
That's good, man. It's like boomer moment with cold hard sats. Trip
Yeah,
down memory lane.
20
Well,
years
what do you
old.
think? I think we're going to probably see a spike here. I think that this week in Davos, everyone's been reacting to Trump. I think we're going to get out of the 80s, and I think we're going to be into the mid 90s next week.
You know what, man? I just always feel like we're going higher. Like I feel like Bitcoin has no reason to be in the 80s or the 90s. Like it's meant to be in the millions. And so it always surprises me when I wake up every morning and I look at the price and I see that it's not in the millions. I'm like, what are people doing?
That's what I think too.
What are you
Where,
doing?
why can't we find 3 million people that want a Bitcoin? Because
Get
that's
your
all
life
it,
together, son.
yeah,
Okay?
just get one Bitcoin, dude. It's
By golly.
89,000. Go take out a loan.
You know what, man? Yeah, you should. You should do that. I mean, you could take out a loan. There's a lot of strategies there. I'm all for it. I'm all for that kind of strategy.
I think you have
Personally.
to do whatever you can do. We're gonna, I just know we're gonna look back and kick ourselves.
Yeah, I should. I mean, it's funny because I'll probably be kicking myself for not going into a lot more debt to buy more Bitcoin.
That's what I think.
I've done it the
I'm,
safe way.
yeah, me too. Just slowly but surely over the last 5 years, anytime I had extra cash. But I live in a house. Do I need to live in this house? I should be selling my house,
You go
moving into
find
a trailer.
you go find an
I
airport somewhere, sleep outside of that.
Yeah, there are not
Thailand.
nearly as many ladyboys where I live. So that's one risk mitigated. But I could downsize and live in a storage unit.
Could do that. You could do that
I could live in a van.
down by the river.
I don't have to live in a house, you know? And I know I'm going to kick myself because I had all this capital that if I just sold that damn thing, I'd be able to roll it into Bitcoin and be that much better off.
Yeah, you gotta take care of your family.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
You move them into a trailer, and you stay in the house.
Uh, I don't know if that,
Wait, that doesn't work, I guess.
I don't think it helps me get access to
No,
capital.
yeah, it does because then you rent their rooms out.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry, honey.
I'll just make the kids pay rent.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're all working at Subway.
Hey, man, you gotta start somewhere.
So I saw Steak and Shake is offering, do we talk about this?
No,
21 cents an hour.
no, we did not talk about that, but that's really cool.
Yeah, they're going to give their employees 21 cents an hour bonus. Our buddy Adam Zemeka did a little calculation, and over, let's say you start at 16 working at Steak and Shake, you stay there till you're 46. So it's a long time flipping burgers.
Yeah.
But with that bonus, 21 cents an hour, you've now retired with $3.5 million in Bitcoin.
Wow.
So my kids were like, that's cool. I should work at Steak and Shake. And I said, well, you could, but how about instead of 21 cents an hour, you just buy $1 or $2 every day?
Exactly.
And then you don't have to retire in 30 years. You can retire in a lot less.
Find a job where you're gonna get paid more by a few bucks a day. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's the way to do it. But I mean, it's
Yeah.
great. It's great for Steak and Shake employees. I love that. It's a good sign that you've got kids that are like, oh, maybe I'll work there. It's clearly a positive incentive, and they're doing it right. I mean, Steak and Shake is doing it right. I remember they had a little bit of a setback months ago when they started asking about if they should, do Ethereum too, and the community
Mm.
was overwhelming, telling them, what are you doing?" And they listened, right? They
Right.
they listened to their people, so they're doing it right. I'm really excited about how they're operating on a Bitcoin standard and kind of like paving the way for other restaurants and businesses to do similar things.
Yeah. If you don't mimic their behavior, you're just losing, especially if you're a competitor of theirs, you
Yeah.
know? I mean, they have a model now that others can replicate. And yeah, they avoid the whole shitcoin phase, which
I
is
mean,
great.
when we were driving up from North Carolina to Pennsylvania, I made it a point to stop off somewhere. We needed to find a Steak and Shake. And so we you put in the maps and you get off at this exit and you go to the Steak and Shake, which is in like, just like some in the middle of nowhere as far as I'm concerned. But here I am, like going from
Yeah.
Hawaii all the way there, making that long drive and needing to make sure that I stop at Steak and Shake to patronize them. That's
Tourism.
that is actually like, if you can get people to do that for your business, like you have hit the lottery as far as I'm concerned.
Bitcoin tourism. What we
Yeah.
need is like an Anthony Bourdain style video series.
Yeah.
It's
Except more
diners,
except more
drive-ins, and
based.
yeah, except more base. But it's diners, drive-ins, and dives, and you're just going to Bitcoin retailers, places that accept Bitcoin.
I'd like to see Adam do that. I saw he put on X where he's like, should I do the beard again? And it's like a big beard. And I was like, yeah, do the beard. I just imagine him going to like all these like burger joints and eating a burger and getting all the ketchup and like the mayonnaise and the mustard all on a beard. Like, who is this homeless guy? That's Adam Semeka. He is the Anthony Bourdain of Bitcoin. We'll have you know.
I mean, yeah. What's the whole thing with Anthony Bourdain? I thought he was cool, but you're saying he's not based. Was he caught up in that whole child,
There,
trafficking
I mean, he was like
situation thing?
super close with Obama. Like he was really
Yeah.
all about like the open border kind of stuff.
Okay.
He was really like anti-white. Oh, white guys are the worst. No culture. No white people got no that kind of thing.
Ah, F.
I
See, I
know.
missed all that.
Yeah, it's that whole like chef, like mentality. Like, man, I'm a badass. Look at me. I've got tattoos and I cook stuff. Yeah, that's right.
Fire on the grill.
This
Yeah.
is this is culture, man. That's good. I'll have some more of that. Oh yeah. It's like it's just food.
Well, I still like the idea, the Bitcoin Roadshow.
Me too. Me too. But the based Anthony Bourdain, we need the Anthony Bourdain of Bitcoin.
Yeah, Anthony Bitcoin. Anyway, I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
work on the title.
A for effort, buddy.
Parts unknown.
Hey,
Thanks.
should we stack some sats?
Yeah, let's do it. We're at 89. All right, buying my weekly 21. Gonna
Yep.
get me 23,207 sats. Let's go. Done. All right. More Bitcoin. We're still the only show out there where we buy Bitcoin live. Other people are taking our name. You got the Daily Stack, the Sat Stacker Show. It's cool. Everyone's talking about stacking sats. But
Yeah.
this is the only show where we actually stack live.
And that's what counts.
And we invite our viewers to stack with us. Tell us what you bought in the comments right down
And
below.
and I mean, if you are commenting shitcoins in our comment section, you
Oh,
bots,
I meant to bring that up.
yeah. I mean, just don't do it.
Don't
Don't.
do it.
But they're just bots. They're not people.
Bots have rights.
No, bots have no rights. Down with bots' rights.
Oh man, it's gonna be harder and harder to determine who's human and who's not.
I mean, what did we say that triggered like 15 comments from the bots about the one thing? Just that it was probably associated with Bitcoin slash
And
cryptocurrency.
so you think it was our fault? We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah. I mean, some type of thing they're scanning for and just hopping on that. If anyone mentions, maybe it's not an audio thing. Maybe it's what was the headline?
Cadven. That's
Cadvin.
the Cadven. That's a weird word.
What is that?
I don't know. Now that we said it though, we're gonna get more comments.
Oh my gosh, we've made a horrible mistake.
It's gonna launch on Binance.
Don't buy it. Don't buy it. No buy. No, no buy.
Just look, I'll be looking out for the marketing campaign because you know that's what comes next.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a couple influential people shill it.
Yeah, gonna be who's that Indian in Silicon Valley? Rajit something or no, Naval.
Pajit, Jeet,
Naval.
Jeet Naval.
No, no. Naval Ravikant or something.
Yeah.
Naval Ravikant. But he was talking about the I can't I don't even know what were they shilling the it was not Monero. Some other like privacy coin. Whenever it was like a unified front, everyone was talking about it. The Winklevi,
Hmm.
Ravikant, whatever.
I
Ravikant.
feel like Bitcoin is the privacy coin. It has the nice balance of being pseudonymous and anonymous.
Bitcoin is the everything coin.
Bitcoin is the stable coin.
Bitcoin is definitely the stable coin right now. Mhm.
Yeah. All right, man. Well,
All right, that's it. You were right. We'll see you next week. My prediction. You want to go first? My prediction 97. 97 by Thursday.
97. I'm going to say 98.
Okay.
I think, you know what? I'm going to say 99. I think that there are going to be some unforeseen world events over the next 6 to 7 days that drive us just underneath the $100,000 mark.
I like what you're talking about. Let's see it. I mean, I think you're right. I think we're right. And
Yeah.
we'll just have to wait and see.
We've been right for 2 weeks in a row.
I know. It'd be a nice streak to get 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it would be.
It'd be a first.
It's okay. Nobody's right on this stuff. At least we're not saying 400,000 like we did last year.
Yeah, this is not gospel. We're just throwing numbers out there. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
no clue. Absolutely no clue.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, always good catching up. We'll see you next week and have a great weekend. Peace.